Hey guys, it's me Matthew, of course, and if you couldn't tell by the title of the video already, and the thumbnail probably, I am going to be going through 3 different seed catalogs, not, probably not in their entirety. I'm going to try to keep this video at most 30 minutes long, if I can even get to that point. So that's definitely not enough time to even fully go through any of them in any good amount of detail. But anyways, I just wanted to do this because I thought it would make a decent ASMR video. You know, whether or not I can execute it well, that is an entirely different story. And one other thing I'd like to say beforehand. Well, a few things actually. Number one, I am an amateur redneck farmer. I'm not even a farmer, like hobbyist gardener. So don't expect anything knowledgeable, experienced, or anything like that. My experience is extremely limited. You probably consider me not even a novice, but whatever comes before that. I don't study, how to do this. I don't research a ton before I try growing things. I just kind of germinate the seeds, put them in the ground, and hope they grow. Sometimes, depending on what they are, I try to look up how to take care of it. Oftentimes, to no avail. Generally, the easier the seed is to grow, the more likelihood I have of success. I've tried to grow, I think the hardest plant I've tried to grow is Ephedra nevadensis. And I really wanted that to work because I really like the tea that it makes. But that shit is really hard to grow. It needs heat, but no humidity. There was just too much humidity in the tiny little greenhouse that I made for it, and it got mold and stuff on it, and just, yeah, I used up all my seed doing that, so I'll have to order some again later and try again, but for now. Also, if you like this video, if you want more videos like this, and not just video games, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. But let's see here. If I can get a good shot of all these. Maybe if I put this one over here, so that covers the big free logo. This is more for like thumbnail purposes than anything. That looks pretty good. Alright, so I have this one that just came in the mail tonight. I have not gone through it at all. All I've done to it is mark the back. This is Seed Savers Exchange. I may have ordered from this store before. But generally all of these catalogs, I just went through a bunch of seed sites and ordered free catalogs. So that's how I got them. You can do the same pretty easily. But yeah. So this seems like it's gonna be one of the more interesting ones to go through. Then I have this one, which I love this cover, and that it's all paper. I like that. It's not this waxy paper stuff, but it's just regular old paper. Maybe even recycled paper. But this is Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. I don't think I've ever even been to their site, let alone ordered from them. So this one's gonna be interesting. And Johnny's Selected Seeds, which I don't think I've ordered from them either. This feels more like a professional farmers kind of catalog, because it, like, one of the, I think, front pages. Yeah, this page shows you like how many seeds you need for how much land and how much yield you'll get, and it gets way up there. So this one seems pretty serious, and I flipped through it a bit. They have some smaller tools for smaller gardeners, like, let's see if I can do this. This 6-row seeder. They also have extra tool bits, but the 6-row seeder looks pretty cool. If I had the money and the space, and the soil around here was, good enough to use that on, I totally would. Let's see here. So this one I've been through a little bit. I've skimmed through it a couple times. But I can just kind of lightly go over some stuff. Like, this page is showing artichokes and asparagus. All sorts of different breeds of all of them. Species, whatever. I don't know what the proper term would be. But many different varieties. That works. Many different varieties of artichoke, asparagus, and other types of vegetables and flowers and the such. I have tried to grow artichoke, but I'm not sure what I did wrong there. A few plants got up to like 8 inches and then eventually died. I don't know what I did wrong. If I watered it too much, not enough. If it was the soil, if it was lack of sun, too much sun. I have literally no idea what I did wrong. It could have been gophers for all I know, which are a big problem even though I have cats. They love to hunt, but they're old, so they have stopped hunting as much. This is going over various different types of beans, like bush beans, and then they have pole beans, and I don't know if this is fillet or fillet. I honestly have no idea how either one is spelt. And the differences in the words. And they have the pole beans down here, which these get insanely long, which I think let's read this really quickly. About 16 to 20 inches. Those look like serious beans right there. Those are the, let's see, python and red noodle variety. This is python, that's red noodle, which the focusing on this webcam is not the best, but hopefully you can at least make out a bit of the picture. If not, let's see if this helps. It doesn't help that there's glare and stuff. And it's going through beets, which I've grown beets very close to this, I guess they call it bull's blood variety. It's a rich red with white rings in it. I'm growing a ton of these right now because they grow easily. They're very sweet, and even the leaves on top are edible. And although they are a bit leathery, like chewy and thick, they're actually really good. They taste good, which, I don't usually say that about a lot of vegetables. Like, not vegetables, but leafy greens. There are only 2 leafy greens that I've had that I really, really like. Well, okay, 3. There's the beet leafy greens, lettuce, butter crunch to be specific, and also, god damn it. Sorry about the language. I forget about that stuff. I wanted to keep it a little bit lower. I might cut that out. Oh yeah, purple mustard. There's this giant purple mustard variety that I got. I don't know if it was from Burpee or Baker's Creek or something else. It could have been from anywhere. Um, Strictly medicinal. I don't know. But it was very spicy and they grow in huge leaves. Beautiful plant and tastes great. I wish the gophers did not decimate all of them. Or I wish I'd put one in a pot and kept it so I could have it go to seed, but gophers completely destroyed the bed that I had for them. Which is a damn shame. I guess the gophers really like that too. I have not grown any broccoli. Although I do want to one day. I'm not really sure how well they'll do in the California heat. And I say that as it is covered. The outside is covered in snow right now. I hope my mango tree survives. Which, by the way, mango is insanely easy to grow. But, if you don't have the heat, who knows how long they'll live. I can get them to grow really easily, but the cold always kills them. This time I have it in a tiny mini greenhouse, which I forgot what those are called. There's a special word for it. I think it starts with a C. I don't know. Cabbage. I've gotten a lot of seeds to germinate for cabbage. Not actually successfully grown any. Bok choy, stuff like that. I don't think I've planted any carrots. I never really bother with carrot seeds because they always seem like they're difficult to grow. But that could be, total BS. And on top of that, it's, gophers. So I have one bed that is immune to gophers. And even then, it's had some break-ins in the past that I've had to dig up the whole bed and apply more wiring and stuff at the bottom. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be using that for a ton of beets. So there's not going to be any room for carrots. I don't know how I'm going to plant all the stuff that I have right now, which is one of my problems, is that I have all these seed catalogs, I want to get more, but, even with a ton of space, I don't have enough. Like, if I planted everything that I have right now, a lot of it's going to get destroyed by wildlife, but celery, I've tried growing celery in my aquaponic system, and it was started to grow, and then I think it got too much moisture, too much water, and it ended up rotting. My aquaponic system is not the best. It is very rednecky, like everything I do. Collard, sweet corn. Corn always gets ruined by the ants around here, and I am strictly against pesticides and stuff. I've tried diatomaceous earth, cleaning it off with water and stuff like that. It doesn't really do much. They farm aphids and stuff on it, and it's just a pain. So different varieties of corn here. Cucumbers. We've successfully grown a few of the smaller cucumbers, but I really want to grow some of the longer, sweeter ones. Although pickling some would be fun. Bunch of cucumbers. Eggplants. We have one eggplant, and I think it's of that variety. So I guess it was done. I thought it was just like a mutant or something, honestly. I've never grown eggplant, and we got it from a nursery. So, no idea. It's still alive, Barely. The snow might have killed it, actually. We'll see. We got suddenly like a ton of this big fluffy hail and then a bunch of snow. So, I don't know what's gonna make it. We'll find out. I have a bunch of peppers and stuff growing out there. Ooh, garlic. I wonder if they sell elephant garlic. I've always wanted to grow the elephant variety, which are like these giant garlic. They don't taste as strong as normal garlic, but you can use more of it, and it becomes more like a filler vegetable, which still has the garlic flavor. Microgreens, a ton of varieties here. Ton of varieties. Shoots, sprouts. Let's get past this. Are these brassicas, mustard? I doubt they have the purple mustard that I'm fond of. Lots of different leafy greens like spinach. Okay, X1. Is that really the name of a seed? Or a plant? That's... Who named that? Elon Musk? Jeez. Lots of leafy greens. This looks more like bok choy. Is it bok choy? Bok choy? I don't know. More leafy greens, which I guess that last one was. Salanova, the ultimate efficiency lettuce. Those look really... I don't think those are plants. That looks like they harvested a bunch from multiple plants, bundled them together, just to make it look like they're extremely abundant. Because, yeah, those are what the plants look like. So, this is like almost false advertising right there. They're making lettuce bouquets. I think this has a pretty extensive flower section too. Leeks. Cantaloupe, melons, okra, I think it's okra. Onions, various root vegetables, peas. I am fond of peas, bell peppers, spicy peppers probably, hot specialty. I wonder if they have any of the fun ones. I can't read any of this upside down. I doubt any of you will be able to make out what this is saying. Potatoes, pumpkins. I need to get a small sweet variety for pumpkin pies, because I had one of these kinds of varieties here, and they don't make for the best pumpkin pie. I mean, it's still good, because it relies a lot on the pumpkin spices, but the pumpkin pie spices, I should say, but the sweeter ones would probably mean that I could add less sugar and stuff like that. Bunch of... feels like it's going in circles. This doesn't feel like it's amazingly organized. We grow a lot of summer squash, both the just regular old zucchinis like that one, and the yellow crook squash like that one. Which I gotta say, I used to hate zucchini, but I've been growing fond of it. If you cut it up thinly, it makes excellent filler for breakfasts. Cut them thinly, stir fry them, add some eggs, add some cheese. Oh, that's good. And these are pretty good too if you cook them long enough as well. Very buttery. if they're the same exact variety, but they look the same. Yams, tomatoes, all sorts of stuff. And here we get to the flowers, and some of these are very beautiful. I remember going through one of these pages and I just loved the types that they had. If I can find it again, I might have passed by it already. I probably did. Oh wait, no, it's these right here. Sweet peas. I love the sweet peas. The look of them. And some of these, the pulsar variety here, I love that color. I love all these though. Very nice. Very rich flowers. And then tools and all that stuff. Growing media. Different rowing and seeding and digging and planting and all that. Planting and seeding. I'm tired if you couldn't tell. Tons and tons of different tools. Just looking at them makes it, I just get that smell of a nursery. Kind of like a Home Depot smell almost. I love that smell. Seed exchange. Let's go through this one next. We're gonna skim through these because I don't want to spend all night going through all these. Wait, no, this way. No. Alright. This has a ton of different bean varieties as well. Tons and tons. Beets. Looks like it might be alphabetical. Yeah, it's about the same. Corn, carrots. I'm not seeing any super interesting varieties. Oh, a bunch of different garlic. I want to take a look at this one. Let's see, elephant garlic. They have it. Beautiful. Holy crap. Well, I guess that makes sense. A starter pack is 20 bucks. About 20, I think? I'm not really sure. 16 ounces of cloves. $20. Damn. That's pretty expensive, but it might be worth it. Elephant garlic is a really cool variety. I'm pretty sure it grows well in Ireland. I doubt it'll grow well here. The only reason is because of people I follow on YouTube. Collards, gourds, culinary gourds, ornamental gourds, Bradshaw's birdhouse. We've had some of these. We had a variety that I think long ago people would use them as water flasks. Not really sure how that worked out, but I can definitely see it because it grew hollow almost. It was weird. Cabbages and lettuces and all sorts of leafy greens. This one's pretty interesting color. Sweet Valentine. Same with this. Ooh, what's that? Yugoslavian red. That's actually really cool. Speckled bib. Some of these are actually very interesting looking. Mushrooms. They sell shiitake, pearl oysters, reishi, and lion's mane. Ooh. I don't think I can grow any of those, but that'd be cool. Different melons and pumpkins and stuff. Muskmelon. Onions. Peas, snow peas, snap peas. Those are some thick snap peas right there. I bet those taste delicious. I do like snow peas. Different peppers. I kind of want to see what varieties. Sweet chocolate. Unusual dark maroon interior. Fruit color. Extremely productive. Continuous fruiting. Very disease resistant. Stake tall plants for best productions. I'm guessing it's just called sweet chocolate based on the color. One thing that I don't like about a lot of peppers that I've grown that aren't bell peppers, the bell peppers that I've grown are always really tiny. But the hot peppers that I've grown, they get so leathery, and not even like the leathery that the leafy greens on beets gets. It's like unchewable unless you cut it into small pieces. And even then, of course, you want to stir fry it or something like that, steam it, anything. Like, you can't really eat them like that. Like, maybe if I dried them out and powderized them, blended them, that could be an option. Hedion. Golden bush scallop. That looks really interesting. Plum patty pan fruits. Space-saving bush plants. Use boiled, fried, or stir-fried. Flavor is superior, but it matures later. Apparently. Pumpkins, other squash varieties. Tons of tomatoes. Do they have any cool ones? Grandfather. Sometimes a lot of these heirloom seed places will have, yeah, the Cherokee purple. Really cool looking. I want to grow those. Ooh, these yellow brandywines. Those look really nice. Persimmon tomatoes, or are those still? Yeah, persimmon colored rose orange fruits. I'm assuming it's still tomatoes because it's on the tomato page. These smaller, oh wait, no, let's see here. Only need gold. Wait, no, yellow bell. Yellow bell, we have a bunch of these. They are really good. I highly recommend those, especially if you live in zone 9A. They grow really well if you water them well. They'll just bush like crazy. You have to trim them like mad. And also, if you do grow these, keep an eye out for sphinx moth larvae. It will completely destroy tomatoes. They eat like crazy. There are these big green caterpillars. They start out small. I've seen the moth that lays them. The moth can get like that big or so, maybe a bit smaller. But I saw one lay an egg on the other side of a leaf. The eggs are big and white. But those things blend in really well. They have like a little horn at the back. It's completely harmless. They will hold on for dear life if you try to take them off. But chickens love them, just saying. Ooh, different watermelon varieties. What's this? Tomatillos. Never grown any of these. I don't even know what they taste like or if they're tomatoes. I have no idea. Huckleberry. Wonderberry. An interesting tomato relative. Alright. I'm gonna have to go through this in more depth later on. Tons of watermelon. That white watermelon looks cool. Early moonbeam. That's pretty interesting. Orange glow. Stone Mountain Nancy. Golden midget. A bunch of different herbs. Anything interesting here? No. Now would chamomile be in herbs? I don't know. This is chrysanthemum. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. At-risk medicinal herbs. Oh, these are endangered. Wait. Oh, they are. Ginseng is endangered? Golden seal. I don't know if I've ever had ginseng, but I'd love to try to grow that. I wonder if they have where it grows well on here, like best zones. It has some tips here. I might have to get some ginseng. That'd be pretty cool. I wonder if gophers like ginseng. Amaranth is something I want to grow one day. Pretty cheap, 750 seeds, give or take, for about $3. Now, if you actually grew all of that, that would probably be a steal. If you, well, not a steal, but a pretty damn good deal, I should say. $3 for crap tons of food if you're able to process all of it. That's the tricky part. That, and if you have the space to grow it. Phlox, poppy, petunia, rudbeckia, rose campion, sweet william, zinnia. Zinnias are nice. I grew a bunch of, I think dwarf zinnia or something like that, and yeah, they were really nice looking. Sunflower varieties. What's this? Nigelia or Nigella? An old-fashioned flower. That's interesting. That's like a weird bulb or something. Buckwheat, grain amaranth, oats, radish, rice. Oh, and this is all just extra reading material and tools and stuff like that. Collections of seeds. Index. I definitely like this one. This one's pretty neat. I definitely recommend the Southern Exposure Seed Exchange catalog. I don't know anything about the quality of their seeds, so, and you know, I wish I was sponsored, but definitely not getting any money from YouTube in general, but, and although I am 6 minutes past the mark, I'll go through this one too, why not? This one's pretty interesting. Is that mustard? I think that's actually mustard, a giant mustard variety. Interesting. Oh wow. You can really see everything in this one. A giant pea. Chisoto pepper. Bushy plants produce in abundance. Wrinkled fruits. That's close to Anaheim pepper. Kale. Montreal market melon. I'm guessing this is just a beginning thing. Pak choy, it's pak choy. Walla Walla onion, interesting. Spaghetti squash. Those are some pretty flowers right there. Raider blue, delphinium. Envy zinnia, that's interesting. That cauliflower looks pretty cool. Bestsellers. How to garden. I wonder how useful this is. The seed garden. Beans. Tons of beans. Oh, they're selling Burby seeds? Cool. Dragon's tongue. That looks really cool. With exceptionally crisp and juicy pods, this Dutch wax bean bears large 6 to 8 inch cream-colored pods with vivid purple mottling, whatever that word is, that fades when beans are cooked. Pods are stringless and wide, compact, high-yielding plants, and they're bush beans. Oh, this purple red variety. Royalty purple pod. Cool. Painted lady. Pretty colors. Geogia. This is definitely an interesting catalog. Oh, that type of broccoli that has all these like weird spirals and stuff. The geometrically satisfying looking one, if it focuses. I want to grow that variety. That would be pretty interesting. I wonder if it tastes any different or if it's just a visual appearance. Purple Vienna. Bunch of different corns. Cucumbers. I think this is the one that we were growing. I didn't like the look of them I didn't trust it because I haven't grown that variety before. That was my mother was growing this. She kind of neglected it. It happens, unfortunately. But I tried taking care of it, but I didn't harvest anything from it because I'm not gonna harvest overripe cucumbers. Especially when I didn't know anything about the variety. Jelly melon, African horned cucumber. This one looks interesting. The flavor is reminiscent of pomegranate and citrus. That sounds delicious. I'm gonna have to get that one. Oh my goodness. And if they're grown in Africa, like, I wonder what kind of zones they can grow in, depending on the region of Africa, of course. That is one large ass continent. True lemon. Rust drought resistant watery variety was a popular market cucumber. True lemon cucumber, that's weird. Weird name for a cucumber is calling it a true lemon. Ground cherries. These look interesting. I wonder if they taste any good. Artichoke. They even have cool recipes here. That's neat. Loose leaf. That's like a nice reddish, pinkish purple color. Very vibrant. Yeah, wow. That is a nice color right there. What is this? Amish deer tongue? Valued for its ruggedness and heavy production. Great for a cut and come again lettuce when thickly sown. I feel like that one doesn't taste too good. That looks like friggin' Nern root. And if you're a gardener, not a gamer, then you may not get that reference, but it does not look pleasant. Something about it is off-putting. Different onion varieties. I have an onion variety similar to this one, I think. Grew really well. Tasted really good too. Different melon varieties here. No watermelon. I've never had okra. That is something I have to try one day. Grow, I don't know, but try definitely. Different pepper varieties. Purple beauty, that is beautiful. If you haven't noticed a pattern, I really like purple. It's a tender, crisp texture and low key. Did they have to really use that word? Low key. Sweet flavor. The large, four-lobed, thick-walled fruit remain purple for some time before ripening to a radiant purple red and are borne on sturdy, compact plants. Hot pepper varieties. Fatale, Georgia Flame. Rooster Spur. Thai Hot. Those look like fun. Tiny little hot poppers. Squash. What? By Hugh and Barbara. Passed down from Barbara's father. Massachusetts. Highly productive, sweet flavor with medium-high heat. That is a variety I may have to try growing. That is very cool looking. Oh wow, what's this? Watermelon radish, or yeah, that one I might have to give a try too. I'm not a big fan of radish. I've tried, we grew a, well, I grew a very small white variety. I don't know if I grew it properly, if I waited long enough, but I don't remember it tasting all too good. Although I did eat it raw, so that might have been why. But the beets tasted good raw, so I thought, why not the radish? I don't think I've ever had butternut squash, at least not being aware that I'm eating it. They always look like fun to grow too. Birdhouse. 10 Commandments. Interesting. Tomato varieties. I love these dark purple ones. I'm not even a big fan of tomato, but that looks appetizing as heck right there. Green tomatoes, on the other hand, do not look appetizing at all. Because I know that green usually means not ripe. So I don't know, I don't trust that. And it's almost impossible to tell when they're done, you know? These varieties right here, really good. Yellow pear. There are so many tomato varieties in the world. Like, god dang. Watermelons. What is that? Moon and Stars. I've seen this one. No idea if it tastes good, but it looks pretty. These long ones would be fun to grow. Herbs. German chamomile. 250 seeds for $3. Might have to do that too. I always wanted to try growing my own chamomile. 11 mints. Giant parsley. I think that's mint right there. Sweet marjoram, thyme, wormwood. I think it's wormwood that smells amazing. I could be wrong about the variety. What's the plant that is... There's this like one band alcohol. It's a greenish color. That's made with... I don't know if it's made with wormwood. Oh, yeah, absinthe. I think. Smells intoxicating. I love it. They have a bunch of flower varieties. Oh wow, that looks cool. Miss Jekyll. That is cool. What is this? Bells of Ireland? I'm gonna have to get some close-ups of these. I've never seen one like that before. All of these are really cool looking. But look at that. The Miss Jekyll, that is beautiful. Sensitive plant, is that really its name? Sensitive plant? Oh, is this the one when you touch it, the leaves fold up? That's cool. If you ever notice any of these plants, though, that do react to touch, don't aggravate them too much, especially if they're in the wild. Because, you know, plants like that and Venus flytrap will stress out and die from having that done to them too much. Shortens their lifespan quite dramatically. I don't know if it does for the sensitive plants, but I'm gonna assume that it does. Rather be safe than sorry, you know? 50 minutes in, I don't think anyone could hear that chihuahua, but it's possible. And now we're at the tools. Alright, this has almost been an hour long. I went through 3 different seed catalogs. I know I didn't do the best at videoing this, but I tried. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider leaving a like, sharing, subscribing, all of that good stuff. And, you know, subscribe for more. Yeah, that looks nice. Alright, good night. Bye bye.